Hey guys, Professor Bill of Comic Book University and The Wrong Earth, issue number 1. Okay, this is by AHOY Comics, and if you want your very small comic book company to be put on the map and acknowledged by the big boys, this is probably the comic you're going to want to put out. Just saying. Okay, let's first talk about all in all who's doing this comic, and then we'll get into the kerfluffle. Okay, so The Wrong Earth, Chapter 1, is the first story in this comic book, and it's written by Tom Payer. The art is by Jamal Igle. The inker is Juan Castro. Colors by Andy Troy, and letters by Bob Steen. This was created by the character that everybody in here was created by Payer and Igle. Now, there's also another story in here called The Stinger by Paul Constant and Frank Camuso. There's a Q&A with Igle and another one with Stuart Moore. There is HUD, A Hornet's Holiday in Hell, written by Grant Morriston and drawn by Bob Steen. Too Much Coffee Man, the cartoonist is Sharon Wheeler. And yeah, Igle did the cover, Todd Klein did the logo. Okay, there's a whole bunch of people involved in this. And man, I am freaking, wow. So Comics Ahoy, man, or Ahoy Comics, it's comicsahoy.com to see everything they've got. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I think this is going to put them out in the forefront, like up there with the Image and the Dynamite and the Dark Horse and all of those. So what has Dark Horse done lately? No disrespect, but anyway, I'm thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed. I almost feel like they're going to maybe want to change their name to something more adult after this. If Ahoy Comics means a whole lot to them, whatever. And I'm not sitting here trying to insult anybody. It's just this Ahoy Comics makes me right away think that they're putting out Popeye reprints. You know what I'm saying? But holy crap, this was good. This was really good. So basically, this is, let me make a comparison here. This is a character named, shoot, what is his name again? I got this digitally, and that was my mistake, because I definitely should have gotten this physical copy. And I'm actually reviewing this on a Friday. Tomorrow is Batman Day, so I'm going to be in my comic book store anyway, Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. And if they still have any copies available, I'm going to buy a physical copy. So I will be buying this comic book twice. Just, yeah. Anyway, Dragonfly Man and the Dragonfly. Okay, they're two totally different, exact same characters, but in two different Earths, two different worlds. So you got Earth Alpha and Earth Omega, okay? And they're, so as it sounds, they are completely polar opposites of each other. They're on the opposite ends of the spectrum, I should say. So, and those spectrums typically have to do with violence and corruption and all that. So, Dragonfly Man, and warning, I am going to be giving a lot of spoilers just on this first story. I'm not even going to be talking about the Grant Morrison story or anything like that. You buy the comic book to see all of those. But as far as this story is concerned, I'm going to be spoiling the heck out of it because I really want you to understand how amazing this comic book is. Dragonfly Man and his friend Stinger, his boy wonder Stinger, they're basically like Batman and Robin from the '66 TV series. All right, they're young, and the world is their oyster, and they're just good old superheroes. And their version of the Joker is just some guy who's he's everybody paints numbers on their faces, and this is Harley Quinn version of a character on there, and she's like the cartoon version of Harley Quinn, where she's oh hey Mr. Josh, she even talks like that, and nobody kills each other. Nobody's interested in killing each other. There's just the occasional sock to the face and all that. And yeah, the police are really great, and they love their heroes and all that. Then in this other universe, Dragonfly, he's not Dragonfly Man because, well, that's childish, right? Dragonfly is this dude who, same character for the most part, but he's really gritty. He's vicious. He's violent. His sidekick was murdered. And this version of the Joker is straight crazy. Like, this is Heath Ledger. You know what I'm saying? And it's really bad. The police don't trust anybody. The police don't even trust themselves. They're so corrupt. The police don't even trust each other. It's like, okay, dude. All right, partner, go up and check it out. No, 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 you're coming with me, man. Okay, you pat him down. I'm gonna hold the gun on him. You better train that gun on him. Don't screw around, man. Like, nobody trusts each other anywhere. So some way, somehow, Dragonfly and Dragonfly Man and the two Jokers seem to, or at least one of the Jokers seems to switch places. Now, when this happens, things get crazy. Dragonfly Man is in this place where nobody trusts each other, but he trusts everybody. Dude gets shot by the police. Like, he's going to make it because they're saying that he's going to make it, but wow, a lot of people don't make it with shots like that. We're going to see what happens to his ideals at this point, and if he's able to change anybody's way of believing in themselves. Like, the opportunities there are absolutely endless. Then we look over into the Earth Alpha, where the Prime, or excuse me, with the Prime, where the Omega characters have come over. Dragonfly is there, and he's great. He doesn't trust anybody. He's like, I'm kicking everybody's butt, and he's really getting violent with people. The police come in, and he's thinking to himself, crap, it's the police. Okay, I'm gonna beat up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because that version of the Joker came over and actually stabbed Stinger. Actually stabbed the sidekick in the belly with a shard of glass, and it's like he's laying there bleeding out. And when Dragonfly comes over, it's like, it sounds like you, it looks like you. How is this possible? My young protege. But what do you call it? The female Joker, the female Harley Quinn version comes over, and she's like, oh my God, Mr. J version. I don't remember any of their names. It wasn't really emphasized, and this was a short story for the most part. She's like, why did you hurt him? I can't believe you hurt him. Oh no, we need to actually get the police here to help us out. You've gone crazy. Yeah, wow. Even the bad guys are thinking this guy's a bit way too far. So, like, imagine switching Heath Ledger with Cesar Romero. That's absurd. It's absurd. And seeing it in this comic book, never thought about that. Never thought to make that kind of comparison. And of course, these are other characters, but Dragonfly gets up. He's like, I'll hold off the police while you get him whisked away. Hold off the police? What are you talking about? The police come in, and you're thinking he's going to, like, snap the police's necks. No, they come in like, oh, man, it's great to have an upstanding hero like you. Once again, thanks for being on the job. Oh, hey, we're going to take care of Stinger there. Everything's going to be okay. Wow, you're the best. We're going to have to give you another, like, key to the city. And he's just like, what the hell is going on here? Oh, seeing these two different people in these two totally different worlds. Wow, this was good. Kudos. If I were wearing a hat, hats off, man. But the bandana stays on. But, dude, this was a fantastic comic book. And I'm highly recommending going out and getting the physical copy. Obviously, there are first appearances in here. Grant Morrison's story is in here also later. But if you are a collector, this comic book is going into your bin. And you might even consider getting two. One for reading, one for getting signed by all the people involved. Seriously, these guys, these people involved that I explained in the beginning of the comic book, these guys, I get the very genuine, distinct feeling that they are going to be swamped at the next comic convention that they're at. It's a hard life, brother. It's a hard life, I'm just saying. But this comic book was fantastic. Cannot recommend this enough. Guys, that's going to be it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.